Don't know much about it. Got tea rooms, etc. Never been there, so I don't know how nice it is. Looks nice. Got to be careful of these speed cameras, they're everywhere. Now if you look to these houses on the right, you would be paying for one of them around about between 170 and 180,000 pounds minimum. Because, not because of what they are, it's because where they are. They're just in a nice place and people want to live here. So the house prices go up and up and up. That's one of our local English pubs. Apologies for this being really long, but we're nearly to the end of our journey at Rona's Castle, or Chatsworth House. We're not far away, and that is where the video will end, and I'll make my way back on a different route. That's not going to bore you to tears, but I hope you've enjoyed the video, and even though there's about another 10-15 minutes left, please subscribe, because this is just the beginning of my journey. I want to show you where I've come from. The next video will be the house that I am renting out, which is going to cover my income to live in the Philippines, unless something goes terribly wrong, which I hope it won't, and my bit of savings. So I won't be living like a king, but I'll be happy as long as I can be near the sea, which is my dream. That's what I want to do. Tropical beach and the odd beer in my hand and the smile on my face, and that's me done. That's me very happy. Anyway, here we come. We're coming into well, the beginnings of Bakewell. Actually, this is the end of Carver, and we're coming into Bakewell. And just down here at the end of the road, if I have my directions right, we will be turning right and going to Chatsworth, which is going to be dubbed Rona's Castle for my friend Rona, who's been very kind to me. And I think she's a lovely person, and there should be more like Rona, definitely, and I'm sure there is, and I hope to meet lots like Rona while I'm out there. If Rona's anything to go by, I shouldn't have any problems at all, because the Filipinos seem very helpful, and that's before even getting the country. So I mean, Jack and Myra, and I know a lot of you follow their videos. Jack's offered help as well, so a big thank you to Jack and Myra, and I'll be seeing them very soon. They're helping me find a place, just temporary, until I know where I want to lay my head, which again, you know, it's just amazing. You know, they don't ask for anything, they just want to help, which is very rare in these days, well, at least in this country anyway. Right, so if I'd have carried on, we'd have gone into Bakewell, but now this is taking us to, like I say, what I call Rona's Castle. That's what I'm going to dub it. To everyone else, it's Chatsworth House, and it's as near as we can get to a castle where we live, unless we go to I don't know, Newcastle, and then there's a very big castle, but that one only comes to mind because that's where I was born, so that's the only one I can think of at the moment. So let's hope Rona likes the castle. Let's hope everybody, all my friends in the Philippines and the expats that's friended me and etc. Let's hope you all like this. I'm sure you will. It's absolutely beautiful out here. I'm sure you can't deny that. We're not too far away from it now. We'll start to see lots of sheep, I'm sure, in a minute. Because there does tend to be a lot of sheep on the land. I do apologise if the video is a bit wobbly, etc. I'm holding the camera with my hand. I'm hoping it's going to turn out well. If it's bad, I'll be devastated because I won't be able to do this again. Don't have the time. I think we're going across a narrow bridge in a minute, which will take us to Chatsworth. Don't know where that bit goes. It's one of the small villages. Of course, when I'm in the Philippines, I'm going to do a helmet cam. I've got my GoPro, which I'm using now, and I've got the accessories to stick to a helmet to just for safety. So I'm not. I've got both hands on the steering basically. I did have a better way of putting the dash cam on, but obviously I've sold that because, well, I've sold everything. I'm basically, I've got the clothes in my suitcase and that's it. I haven't got a bean, not a stick of furniture, not a car, nothing. This is in fact my sister's car, which she's kindly let me borrow. There's a little gatehouse. That's part of Chatsworth, look. And as you can see, Chatsworth sign, restaurant. Here's a little bridge I was on about. Now these outbuildings here, these would have serviced Chatsworth Hall at one time. You know, all the cleaners and servants and what have you, well, what we'd call security today, would live in these houses. Now this is Chatsworth land. This is part of Chatsworth House. There's a pheasant, look. And all the land around here you see, apart from a lot of the land actually while I've been doing this video, belongs to the Duke of Devonshire, and he lives here, or rather his wife does. I think he's died now. But in the summer, these fields that you're looking at now are packed with tourists. They go down to the river and they bathe in the river, etc. Now Chatsworth House is just down here. This is quite a busy road to say. They're using it as a cut through actually, which they shouldn't do. Now you can actually look round Chatsworth House. Dare I say it's very expensive. Have you heard that one? I believe, now don't you know, start beating me over the head with it, but I'm sure it's between 10 and 15 pounds to look round the house. But if there's enough battery, I'll be able to see what the fees are. But I know it's very expensive again. God, I'm like a broken record with this expense bit, but I'm sorry. Now over to the right, look, you can see Chatsworth House. as I said, we will now call it Rona House. Now that church was built just for the Duke of Devonshire and his family, as you can see, the steeple of it anyway. Now can you imagine owning all this land? It's all yours. But the sad thing is, you can't take it with you. Here you go, Rona, here's your castle. Coming up now. See the big water fountain? That's in the private gardens, which again you're allowed to walk around, but you've got to pay for it. Sorry, just let me adjust this. There you go. Look at all the sheepies. Now you can walk around there, like I say, and all year round, but in the summer, like I say, it's packed. You can't park a car, you've got to walk miles to get here because you can't actually park, and to park costs you money. So there you go, Chatsworth House, and it's only a car ride from where I live. Which people would say, well, you live in such beautiful countryside and why would you want to move? And it's like, yeah, but you know, it comes at a premium. You know, it's not far from the truth when they call it rip-off Britain, you know. It is a total rip-off. You know, you go to these places which people would argue this is our ancestry, you know, these places are right. They shouldn't be owned by one person, yet they are, you know. And you know, they'll argue that, you know, the cost of looking around the houses actually goes to the maintenance of these places, and I'm sure they do. But at the end of the day, you know, I feel it's everybody's right to be able to look around these places, and you know. All right, chap.
Are you waiting for that car? Because that car's just picking children up, that's why.
No, chap, I'm just taking a video for a friend, that's all. That's unusual. Somebody being actually kind in England, that's well and truly unusual. Right, I'm not going to go any further. Now look, there's a sign there, and it's £3 just to park your car. That's $4.50 to park your car. Sorry, is that right? Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? $4.50 to park your car. That's before you start. And I know it's at least £10 to get into the building and walk the grounds, and you can't get everywhere in the building. Obviously the part of the house where the Duke of Devonshire's wife lives, you can't get in. But there you are, Rona, just for you. So thanks to everybody for bearing with me with this awfully long video, and my next video will be, like I say, where I live. So I'll see you on Facebook. So for now, catch you later, bye.